Welcome back to At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. It's more than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio. And we're talking some state track and field. And this is an Avon Pirate conversation with Jamisen Pelton. Jamisen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good today. How are you doing today, Michael?
Hey, I am better than I deserve. The weather's beautiful. I'm getting to talk sports for a living, so life could be worse. And I tell you what, I'm so glad that you're joining me. Really appreciate it. But why don't you tell people about yourself, a little bit about you, your family, hobbies, interests, and we'll just kind of roll from there.
Well, some of the hobbies I like to do is I like to go fishing, I like to play video games, and I like to work out. Or just some of them. I have two brothers, my older brother Derek and Trace, and then I am the youngest, so I have another sister, Tiffany, and she works in Canton, South Dakota right now as a teacher. And then my older brother Derek, he's a game warden over there at East River, and then my older brother Trace is a power lineman, and he works all across the Midwest.
Wow. All right. Well, and you're you graduated, right?
Yeah, I just graduated.
All right. So what are your plans this summer and then this fall?
Well, I'm hoping I've already accepted to Black Hill State for outdoor education, so I'm hoping I can get a scholarship there for triple jump, hopefully.
Oh, that would be awesome. And outdoor education at Black Hill State. One of my cousins from the Twin Cities area went to Black Hill State for that, and he runs a Boy Scout camp. I mean, up in Minnesota, he loves that. What would you like to do with that?
I don't know, just, anything in that space, really. I'm still considering switching to fish biology or fisheries, but I've always loved the outdoors, so anything in that range or area I would just love to do.
All right. Well, that sounds great. And what got you interested in that?
I mean, I've been outside my whole life, and definitely a big factor of that was my brother Derek. He works in that type of degree space, and I went on a few ride-alongs with him, and then I went a few ride-alongs with another game warden, Kushner, down here for our county, and just those guys really inspired me to go in that type of field.
All right. Well, that is great. Well, and hopefully this state track meet's successful enough that you're able to get a little money to pay for that education, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, we'll be pulling for you. And we're going to be talking more about the state track meet here in just a moment. But I always like to ask some icebreakers. Are you willing to answer a few?
Oh, yeah, I can answer a few.
All right. First one is one final meal. What are you going to have?
So, for context, when we went down to Louisiana for our youth trip, so it was like a youth gathering, we ate at restaurants. And let me tell you, if I lived in Louisiana, I would eat all their food. It's so good. So what I would do is I'd go down there, go to this restaurant, and get all their Philly cheesesteaks. So I would get their seafood one, and I'd get the Philly cheese. And then I would go to this other restaurant and get their chicken tenders, their chicken thighs, and everything there. And that would probably be my last meal. It's so good down there.
All right. Well, it's so funny. I just interviewed a guy who's coming to play football at USD. He's a transfer, and his family owns a restaurant down in New Orleans. And so he's like, oh, yeah, I'll bring you some of this, and I'll bring you some of that. And I'm like, oh, it all sounds so good. So, no, I totally understand what you're talking about. So that sounds amazing. All right. Well, for the next question, if you could see any three musical artists live in concert from throughout history, so living or dead, who would you want to see?
That's a hard one. Probably Michael Jackson. He's kind of the GOAT, so probably go with him.
All right.
Honestly, I probably want to see Drake, too. He's pretty good. And then probably Johnny Cash. I've always wanted to see him live. I heard he's really good for my grandma, so I always want to see Johnny Cash live.
All right. I love that. Michael Jackson, have you had a chance to see the movie yet?
I did not. One of my friends did, and he said it was really good.
Well, that's what I've heard as well. And then Johnny Cash, he's one of my daughter's favorites. When she was 9, her Christmas present was, or her birthday present was this life-size poster of one of his album covers where he has a dog on either side. And so, yeah, she's been a huge Johnny Cash fan for years. So I got to have mad respect for that choice as well. So nice job. Excellent. All right. Well, now we're going to talk a little time travel. If you could travel back one time to any point in the Earth's history and be guaranteed safe return, to when would you want to travel and why?
Man, that's hard. Honestly, this is going to sound dumb, but I'd probably go back to the medieval times, with all that stuff. I think that would be super cool to look at and stuff. All the knights and stuff, I think that would be pretty sick.
All right. And especially with the safe return. So, I mean, you can, heck, if you want to joust, you could joust even. I love that. I love that. The medieval times were amazing. And I know the movies are going to make it look as good as possible, but you just love the whole appearance of everything. So, I can appreciate that answer. Excellent. All right. Now for this one, assume all of your basic life needs are met. So you have food, shelter, clothing, and transportation. Guaranteed basic levels of each. You also have a phone if that's important to you. Money is no object, but you can only buy one thing. What would it be for you?
This is going to sound kind of dumb, but I've always wanted to go to the Colorado Avalanche. I've always wanted to see one of their games, so I'd probably take my whole family out to a Colorado Avalanche game. Even though they just got swept, but we'll be back next season. But I've always wanted to see one of their games.
I was gonna mention that. You beat me to the punch. See, I'm a Minnesota Wild fan, so I suffered through that. Watching that, I don't know, ended up being like 52-20. No, that first one where it just felt like everyone was scoring all the time. But
yeah, I think it was like 9-6 or something like that.
Yeah, it was something unbelievable. So all right, taking the entire. Now, are you? Since money's no object, are you wanting to sit in the general seating, or would you love to have one of those suites?
Oh, I would try to probably get as low to the glass as possible.
You want to see the faces pressed up against her when they get slammed into the wall, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I just want to see all that. I think that would be super cool to look at.
Oh, I agree. I think that would be fun. Because we're a Minnesota Wild affiliate, I got a chance to go to a game and be up in a suite, and that it was an amazing. It was amazing, and they had amazing food, and the view is great, and the seats are super comfortable, and you've got room to move. But man, it was something to see all of the action as they got slammed into the walls and into the glass. You're like, gosh, that would be kind of fun to be right there. So I totally understand where you're coming with that. All right, now finally, as you go through life, and this could be a celebrity or somebody close to home, but as you go through life, who is someone or are some people that you hold up as examples and say, man, if I can live life like him or her, I'm going to consider myself a success?
Well, first, definitely obviously my family, my brother, my sister, all of those guys. I mean, they went through college, they went through their schooling, and now they're doing big things. My brother's a game warden. My sister, she's a teacher now at a very good school, and then my brother's helping many different towns out there in the Midwest, and those are guys that I definitely inspire me. And my mom and dad, they worked hard through school, and those are guys that definitely inspire me for sure, yeah.
All right. I love that. Excellent. Well, you did great on the icebreakers. I know you weren't expecting them, but you did a really nice job. But are you okay if we talk a little track and field now?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Excellent. So you're going to state in the triple jump. The triple jump is one of those unique things where it's one of those hard ones to visualize. How did that kind of become your thing?
Well, it was the end of my freshman year going in this summer, and I just watched my older brother Trey in state for triple jump his, I believe, junior year. Yeah, his junior year, and I decided I kind of want to do that because if he might be good at it, I might be good at it. So, I went into that, and then I got decent my junior year, and I went to state, and then I really started to like it that summer when I started actually training for it. So definitely a special place in my heart for sure.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, and when did you know you were good? I mean, because loving something and doing something, but you're good at it. You're at state and all of this. When did you know?
Probably when I went to the O'Gorman meet, I felt like I got a lot better when I not only broke my school record that meet, but I beat a lot of A schools. Obviously, most of them were at Howard, but we still had really hard competition there. And I just felt like at that point I think I got good, a little better than I was last year for sure.
All right. And were you anticipating this kind of success this year, or have you exceeded your expectations?
For sure this year I've exceeded my expectations. If you would have told me my sophomore year that I would have jumped to 43.8, I wouldn't have believed you. But
Really?
I've definitely exceeded my expectations this year, but hopefully I can keep doing that during state.
Well, that would be awesome. And so let me ask, a week from today, as you're sitting back and looking back on your time at state, what would you like to be able to say about your jumps, about your performance, whether it's just kind of abstract, like, oh, I did this, or a specific number? What would you like to be able to say about it?
All I want to say is that I gave it 100%. No matter what I did, no matter how I jumped, I gave it 100%, win or lose. I didn't give up, and I kept going through everything. And as long as I gave it 100%, I don't care if I win, lose, or anything. It'd be nice to win, that's for sure.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, Jamisen, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate it. I want to wish you best of luck, not just at state, but in whatever you end up doing at Black Hill State in the outdoors, or if you go into fisheries management. Just best of luck with everything. This has been so much fun. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me, and I hope you don't feel like I wasted your time, man.
No, thank you for interviewing me.
Hey, it's my pleasure. And again, just best of luck. Looking forward to seeing how you do, kid.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. You have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you have a great rest of your day, dude. Thank you again.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Jamisen Pelton from the Avon Pirates triple jump in Class B, 43 feet, 8 inches so far this season. Boy, wouldn't it be amazing if we could see a 44? That would be awesome. So if you are a fan of Avon Pirate Athletics, we have interviewed football, volleyball, basketball, boys and girls, track and field. I'm lining up some golf. If you would like to be a sponsor of these Pirate Palavers, as I like to call them, Avon Pirate Conversations, I'd love to talk with you. Just give me a call, 605-661-5858. Trust me, I would make it worth your while. I'll be reaching out, but if you want to reach out to me, if you reach out to me before I reach out to you, I'm sure we can even sweeten the deal a little bit more. All right, but best of luck to Jamisen. Best of luck to all of the Avon athletes and all of the athletes that are competing at the state track meet, all of the athletes competing at state golf, all of the athletes competing at state softball. And if you're an Avon fan, you've got to be thinking, you've got a good contingent at state track. Your softball team qualified for state. You've got a couple of golfers at girls golf. Life is good in Avon. You had a good football season. Basketball was good. Just a lot of good times to be in Avon. So, all right, we'll be back with more. This is At the Mic with Michael Schumacher, brought to you by JR's Oasis. More than a fuel station, more than a convenience store. It's your one-stop travel shop on Fox Sports Radio.